Hi guys, this is Seodi White from Blantyre, Malawi, and this is Monday, 15th March 2021. I'm continuing with the conversation that I started last week with regards to goal implementation and the construction of those goals. What do they look like? And on Friday, I gave an example of an entrepreneurial goal, and I looked at an entrepreneur who is a supplier within a specific value chain. It didn't matter whether it's a medical equipment value chain or agricultural commodities value chain, but I just gave that example. And then how do you operationalize that goal? Meaning, what are the strategies you need to form in order to ensure that you reach that goal? Today, I'm now talking about professional goals. So the example I'm going to give today, let's say you're an academic, for example, you are an earth scientist, or you deal with biomedical engineering. So you want to develop yourself in your career. So let's say your goal is to become an established and published author in the area of XYZ within the construct of your profession, so a science profession or biomedical engineering profession, so the specific area that you focus on in 5 years. So you know at the end of 5 years, you want to be an established author and published author. Now, that's broad. Then you do a subset of that particular goal. So you would say to write and publish 2 papers in XYZ journal by the end of, let's say, 2021. Or no, I think 2022. I've published 2 or 3 papers in international journals, so I know it takes over 2 years actually to get the right, approval, the final approval, and then get published. So let's say you know that, okay, in order for me to do this, I will need about 2 years. So you've targeted a particular journal, you know that's where you want to publish. You've said you want to do two publications. So you know that already takes up 2 years out of your 5-year plan of becoming an established and respected author. So how do you operationalize this goal? You would have to think, okay, how do I make this to become a reality? And in the business of writing and research, you have to have current information. What are people saying? What are people writing in this area? So you would say, okay, let me subscribe to journals. So you choose the most current and respected journal in your field, and then you subscribe. So you subscribe to 1 or to 2 or to 3, so that you're able to keep up to date with whatever is happening. I subscribe among the journals to the Harvard Business Review. This is my go-to journal, and this one was on change management. I go there for leadership articles to understand what is current in the business of leadership, particularly in change management, because that's my niche. So I also subscribe it to, apart from the hard copies, online. So every day, articles pop up in my email. I have to choose which one am I reading today. And this is what you would need to do, because otherwise you end up talking about, well, there's nothing wrong talking about things from 10 years ago, but when you put it down to paper, or when you're actually doing practical, when you're training, let's say company X has asked you to go and train them on earth sciences issue, or, or leadership. In my case, you can't be talking about things from 10 years ago. You have to be extremely current. So you say, then you say, okay, beyond that, I have to also connect with other like-minded people. So you would have to go out of your way to email professors in Japan, India, United States, Brazil, that are in this area, to seek collaboration, to seek, friendship, so that you can have more current and engagement. You enter their groups. These people have groups where they discuss these issues. You can't just be, these days particularly, you can't just be locked in. But also you can't be talking to everyone who does not share your agenda. So you focus on those people whom you think will help you. You also apply to attend several workshops. And these days you have to pay for yourself. In my time when I was in the NGO world, you used to get invites every week. You have to fly to this country, you have to fly to that country. When you get out of there, in my field now, you don't get those invites. You invite yourself. You pay. In this particular instance, you also do that. You pay, you apply, so you go and also meet more people. Using all that information and using your own background and what you're doing, you then start writing papers. And then you publish. And then it's done. Once again, as you can see, it is never easy. But if you are focused, you can do it. So that's how you operationalize a goal, and that's how you construct a professional goal. Tomorrow I'll talk about personal goals, which are the most difficult. Okay guys, have a nice Monday. Bye-bye.